You live, Gina.
No, I got Kitchen here. We got another co-host.
Well, 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 you live though. We're just waiting on
Hey
Sister.
y'all, hey y'all.
Just waiting on Sister Muhammad pop in. I'm out now. Gina, handle your business.
What's up? What's up, Flint? If you ain't from Flint, okay,
Hey,
there go my side. Hey, Sister
yeah.
Audrey.
Hey there, how you doing, dear?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm in the
I
backyard.
apologize. I
I'm in the
apologize.
backyard. I'm in the backyard. I'm feeling good. It's the holiday weekend. I got my cup. Oh,
Lord, it's the holiday. She got her cup, y'all. She got her cup. Yeah, I was trying to get home from work and had to leave and go take care of some business at the bank. And what was should have took less than an hour. She was late getting to my 4 o'clock appointment, and then which I would have been done in less than an hour, and then I would have been on here on time. And then she took about an hour, still more than an hour, just to do what she had to do, which
Sister
is
Audrey, we Gucci, we Gucci. We ain't worried about all that. We know
almost
things happen. Oh Lord, I got
still
my
can.
sis. We on live. You can't be talking all that.
Huh?
Okay, we got my sis. Y'all know Kitchen Buford. Hi y'all.
Yeah.
She's a lot opinionated more than me, probably. I ain't gonna get on that. She's about I ain't
Uh-uh.
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, I understand. I do understand. And just wishing our sister a speedy recovery. Went to hall.
Oh
Wish
yes,
her
yes,
very,
definitely
very
that.
speedy.
Definitely that.
Of the, uh-oh, we lost Gina, huh? Yep, here she comes. I think. Did we lose her for a second? You know, modern technology, huh? I did a little better this time. I made sure I had my headphones in, Mickey.
Yeah,
So
nah.
that way
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, no, we lost her for a second. She popped out. As soon as she pop on in, I'll bring her
Okay,
back
got
on. So how your day
yeah.
going?
It's going. It's going. There was a few things that was going been going on this week that I wanted to talk to us about a little bit. Just you just got to be very careful out here. I was in the bank because my bank account had been compromised, and so
Mm,
we're switching the bank account to another bank account, and then close out the old account, which is fine.
mm,
But with doing that, it's a process. And what held me up was the fact that I had put a hold on the account so that when my money, the check deposited into my account today, I don't really think that the person who was helping me knew, because she said some things that wasn't necessarily true. Like I asked her what was the minimum amount that I would have to deposit into my bank account for me to open it up, and she told me $100. But when she found out I couldn't transfer money out the other account, then I told her I would give her cash. I had the cash available, and she said, "Oh, you only have to put 10 on it." So why didn't you just tell me 10 the first time and tell me instead of telling me $100? And even that with the savings account, she said, "Well, you can put like 20 in there, but just tell me what was the minimum," was what the question was to her. And then for some reason or another, this is one of the reasons why I don't trust banks the way they want to make out like they trustworthy, is because I asked her to remove the hold off of my account, and you would think they should be able to do that at any bank. She said, but because she wasn't the one who put the hold on the account, she couldn't take it off without calling and getting permission to take it off. And she said, and your money won't be available for you till tomorrow. I mean, this is really ridiculous and crazy. I told her, you are not increasing my faith in the bank. I just told her that, you're not increasing my faith in the bank. You're not, and I'm not telling anybody go take your money out. I ain't telling nobody what to do. I don't want you to listen to me because everybody's experience is different. But I've had some bad experiences, especially with this particular bank. I'm not appreciating them with their closing. They don't say open no later than 5 o'clock. People, and then the services that I needed, I had to schedule at least an hour before they closed, which means I had to schedule it at least for 4 o'clock, which meant I had to leave work early to be able to get to taking care of the business. And then you still couldn't. And she said, "Well, you have to come back in tomorrow." Well, I'm not available tomorrow. I took off from work today. Is what I told her. And I just it's making me is I'm about to make me inclined to say, you know what? Close this bank account altogether. I don't even want your bank. First of all, you were in our community, and I ain't gonna say the bank name, but you'll figure it out. You were in our community, and you closed down all of your branches in our community. That's number one. So we don't have banking accessible to us in our community that we can walk up to the teller. Quite often, I go to the ATM machine. It won't even allow me to deposit money in. I have to go to another location all the way from the home. So just think about the people who live close to the location where the ATM machine is at. That's walking. So we know you're trying to make the north side of Flint a desert. We already know that. But now you're taking out the banking abilities for us in our community too. And every time, I'm gonna be honest with you, every time I call them through the 800 number, the toll free number, I say something because I know they record you. I say something bad about the bank. I do. I do it on purpose now. And that's just because, and I said, it's not you. I tell the customer service rep, it's not you. It's your banking system that I'm having a problem with. It's
Well,
that.
Sister Audrey, I agree with you. Our banking got to get better. We need to open up our own banks. I was fortunate enough to go out to LA a few years ago and I saw a
Mm-hmm.
black owned bank and I was like, wow. So
There's
we
one
can
in
do it.
Detroit, right? There's one in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm saying
There's
we
a
can
bank.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Yeah.
enough people. We got enough people from Flint that could do it. But the
Mm-hmm.
question is, why not? Why they not doing it? And I'm gonna say some names. We got our Andre Risings. We got our Jeff Greers. We got our Glenn Risings. We got our what's his name that won the Heisman Trophy. Shit.
But you don't even need them to do it.
But we got enough people, I'm just saying, to pull it
Right.
off. It ain't like we
We got
slipping.
Alina Luster.
We got the Stacy Hunts. I'm gonna call you out, Stacy Hunt. You my bro. Nah, Junior. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call out my aunt, Richard. Richard Seaman. We got it.
Yeah.
I had people from Netflix tell me when you ready to open up your grandparents' store again, just let us know. We gonna cover it. So we got it. We just gotta get together
So
as
so tell me
folks.
why you think we not doing it.
We gotta get together. I don't know what the problem is. I'm here. I'm available. Shit, I'm sitting in my backyard with my sis. Woo, woo.
So I'm gonna tell you some things that I can see. Part of the reason why we are not able to start it, we can start with say overall envy, jealousy, but I want to break it down some. We have to have people in our community that's going to be reliable and trustworthy. Those are key components to us building unity,
Yeah.
reliability and trustworthiness.
Uh-uh.
And we have people who are trustworthy, and we have people who are reliable. So it's not like they're not there, but that's what we're going to be the key components. But the people that are reliable and trustworthy have to feel accepted.
But what do you mean, Sister Audrey, about being accepted? Cause that's where I think everybody accepted. I don't ever close my doors to anybody. I answer
Nope,
the
nope,
phone to
nope,
everybody.
nope, nope. They have to feel accepted. And everybody don't feel accepted. And everybody ain't accepted. That's not true. They gotta feel it. So when I say that, let me just say it like this. If you're out in the community and you're helping other people and you have a strong desire to help other people, you're trustworthy, you're reliable, but people you don't feel like you don't get supported enough to be able to do what you want to. Because when you one or two people, three or
Yeah.
four people, and you got stuff, there is so many people will put on your shoulders more than that's easy to bear. So when I say they gotta feel accepted, that's a part of the of feeling accepted. I could see some of that. I could see some of the messages. Maybe I should. I don't want. Gina, you wasn't on here with us last week, but you didn't know me and Winters was putting on our sunshades every now and then, throwing shade. Did you see that?
You see, I got on my UAPB hat
You
today.
see what
University of
I
Arkansas Prime Up. I'm representing my hometown.
I think I need to put my glasses on so I can see some of these small writings from these. Uh, Let me see. These glasses might be
Yeah, I
right.
gotta look at the the little cash app. I mean, the little
You see,
tiny.
look,
Okay,
passing at the
Gina, bless
bottom.
your heart. You ain't trusting these niggas with the little money I got. Shit, rest of seven.
Woo.
Okay, all right, Tony Wiggins, I'm with you. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I ain't fucking with these
Okay.
thousandaires. We wanna fuck with the millionaire. Oops, am I gonna get in trouble for cussing?
Yeah.
We not
No.
messing with thousandaires no more. We trying to mess with millionaires because di- we basically discovered just over the let's talk about the northern tailgate this weekend. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. I saw
Okay.
a whole boat look like Gilligan's Island parked in the middle of the parking lot in North. So don't tell me we ain't got no money in Flint. If you was able to perch up your boat in the parking lot, you can start a nonprofit. You can pay for some kids tuition. You can do a lot of things if you're able to pull up a boat. So let's talk about it.
Mm. Yeah, we definitely it's proven that we have a whole lot of money, but we waste a whole lot of money.
Well, where
That's
our
what
money going?
where we wasting it
Sister
at.
Audrey, help me out. All this money in Flint.
Mm-mm.
What are they doing with it? Who
You don't
tricking
want
off the money? We tricking off the money or don't
we
nobody want to give back? I don't understand it. You made
all of us
money off of Flint, but you don't want to give back to Flint.
all of us are tricking out money. Every single one of us. In more ways than not. Don't nobody give back. And I ain't trying to be funny because I ain't trying to go in on nobody's habits. But if I speak it directly from what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, we
Go.
trick our money in cigarettes, liquor, partying, spending money on designer clothes to designers who don't give a damn about us in our community. We giving them their money, they taking it back out there and buying them big boats and yachts like what you saw at Northern Tailgate. I
Oh,
didn't,
Sister Audrey.
but I'm trying hard not to go there. Not
Go there,
today.
Sister Audrey, because I seen 1,000 pair of Jordans last weekend. And we all know Jordan don't give a coop bloop about the black community. Jordan don't
Mm-mm.
even speak to us. He won't even give us an interview in the black community. So let's talk about that.
Neither do the Coles Corporation or the Anheuser Busch Corporation. They don't do all.
Whirlpool.
They give a little bit back enough to shut you up. That's it. Hush money. That's it. Hush money. It's not. And what is it doing for our communities?
Nothing.
What? Nothing. It's not doing anything. It's not helping us to be independent. It's helping us to be greater slaves. That's it. I posted up, and I had a lot of people to respond to that picture of Dame Dash that I put on my Facebook that said if you don't take the time to build your own business, you'll go to work and help somebody build theirs. That's very true. So we don't, when you go to college and spend all this money on college, I advise any one of us who have children or grandchildren that's getting ready to go away to college, start to teaching them the art of business right now so that when they go in, they're tapping in and pulling out the resources from what they're learning to learn how to go out and create their own business. Many of us, we start a business, but what do that business really materialize for us? What does it bring to us? It's a side hustle, like we say. It gives us tools and fuels to keep gas money in our car or to be able to go and take a nice vacation. But it ain't enough tools and fuels. It ain't tools and fuels of thousands of dollars so that where we can take care of our own household. We ain't got to go punch a clock for somebody else. We constantly got to still punch that clock for somebody else. But we talk about we building business. Yes, we are. But we got to start talking about building businesses that will definitely substantiate our community. So I give an example. I remember the minister talking several years ago about we don't even produce toilet tissue for our community. And as I'm sitting out there, I'm working in a parts plant. But I started thinking this parts plant started because they decided to we make the air conditioner holes and units for semis. So that's all we making there. And if they paying all these employees and we got to work overtime on the weekends and all that stuff, if they paying us like that, well, how much is that business actually making? Because they got the HR people walking around every day that ain't doing nothing, just looking to see what we doing and trying to get more and more businesses. We make them for Volvos, Peterbilts, I think the Chrysler, big Chrysler Church, all of the big trucks, the major trucks, and all of the parts that we make in a week. We making 1,400 parts a week. It ain't that many semis on the damn street. Are we making reliable parts? Or are we making parts that they're going to have to constantly replace?
Y'all just stockpiling.
No, these companies actually have these orders in place for these parts.
Okay, get
It
it.
ain't us stockpiling. When we produce those parts, it takes about.
Okay, my sis wanna wait. Hold on, my sis
I'm
wanna
just
tap
listening.
in
No,
a
I
little
don't. I
bit.
just want to listen.
She just said she worked for GM too.
But I work in Fort Wayne. We laid off, so
Mhm.
I know. Like I was just listening to you. I want to listen to you. I want to hear what you're saying. You work out at
Right.
assembly. You work out here.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
not at, not at a General Motors plants is one of the sub the part plants.
Oh,
One of
okay.
the
She
small
talking
plants.
about what they pushing out.
Okay. What y'all? Okay. What? Okay. What are y'all pushing out?
We pushing out the air conditioner, the hoses and things for the air conditioning units for the semi trailer truck.
Oh,
For the
okay.
semis. We just doing stuff for the big trucks, the ones that haul like even if it's like a truck they use for U-Haul or the trucks that they use for FedEx or something like that. Those big trucks that's like that. That's what we're producing only for those trucks. That no regular personal truck vehicles, all
Oh, okay.
commercial trucks.
Okay.
All and I'm just looking
Yeah.
at what we're producing, and I'm just using it as an example. So
Yeah,
all of the plants that we're going in, and we're making all of this stuff for everybody else, and
yeah,
nothing for we don't have anything. If we don't punch the clock, we don't make the dollar, and we got to just start thinking about things that we can actually do more so for ourselves and our own community, because most of the time it's us that's working and pushing and doing a great job on the
yeah.
job. It's us,
But that's
and
another thing, Sister Audrey.
mhm.
We gotta start. We gotta start knowing our worth as the Black community. I don't think we really recognize our worth. We'll go to a job and they say, "Oh, we're gonna give you $10 an hour. We're gonna give you $15 an hour," and we know that's not a living wage. We can't live off of no 10, $15 an hour. Rent seven, 800, 900. Even on in Sunridge where I just left from. Now, the rent 7, 800, and now they want you to pay your own water bill. You got your consumers, you got if you smart, you got your rent, insurance. It and the money just don't add up to the living. How we gonna do that? What we gonna do?
Yep, we got to do something different, and we don't realize even if you ask for more money, we asking for it. We were pushing the $15, which sounds good when you started talking about what the cost of living was at the time we started pushing it. As soon as it goes up to $15, notice the cost of living is going to go up because McDonald's can't pay you $15 an hour without going up on the cost of their products. The
That part.
grocers can't pay $15 an hour without going up on the cost of their products. So now everything is going to rise because they're going to say we're going to still make our bottom line. We don't
Yeah.
care. We're gonna still make our
We
bottom
don't
line.
care
Cause
if
now
y'all eat. We
for
don't care if your
$15.
babies eat. We
Mm-mm.
don't care if your daughter eat. We don't care if your grandbabies eat.
I'm dated. I'm gonna date myself. I told a guy at work the other day. He young. I was telling him I remember when minimum wage was $3.35 an hour.
Mm,
He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, $3.35
mm,
an hour. Shoot, we was making good, making $3.35 an hour.
mm.
Minimum wage. You get that little $200 check. You thought you was doing something." Now I said, we look at it bad now, but that's because of the cost of living has gone up so much. And I mean, and it's gonna constantly go up. The more money you ask for, the more it's gonna go up. Just know
So
that.
that just breaks me into this gateway. Okay, so we got an election coming up. We got Hill Harper. We got Pam
Mhm.
Pugh.
Mhm.
These people can change some things for
Mhm.
us. The shit ooh, I keep Mickey. Can I cuss? Ooh, ah.
You ain't supposed to. You
But
can on his platform, but we don't do it on this
but the shit we
one.
in the hood need. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that life. I'm middle wage, middle whatever you want to call it. Got my mom, my dad. I got a whole lot of people helping me out, and I'm still behind in bills. So I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, we got people on the ballot, Hill Harper. We got Pam Pugh. They're on the Senate. They can make some changes in the things we just been talking about. So who we gonna back? Who we gonna support? Where they come from? Oh my God, these bees is loving me. Girl, we took a bath and we must have took a bath in sugar water. Cause I took my shower this morning and I think the bees over here attacking us on the back. But anyway, who we gonna support? I'm definitely supporting Pam Pugh. And me and Sister Audrey might not agree on that for whatever reasons, but that's why we have this show. And we don't both agree on everything. We love each other and we agree to disagree. We got different aspects on the things that's going on in the city. So I'm gonna let Sister Audrey take over from there.
Well, I just say anybody who votes, you make sure you vote and you look and see the reason why you voting for a person. Go and investigate for yourself. Don't necessarily not choose a person because somebody else that say not to choose them. Don't choose a person because they say to choose them. Do your own homework. It's they both are great candidates. They both are good people. They both have done great things in the community. I think a lot of bad narrative was put out there concerning Hill Harper. I do believe that. I do believe that some of the bad narrative came from either one or two things: lack of understanding or not clearly having facts correct and straight. Sometimes we take other people's word for somebody. We should go to that source and actually talk to that person. He did some clarity. He clarified some different rumors or things, the allegations that was made concerning him when he was on Winter Paul show last week. Some of the things that people were saying, some of the things we did not know and nobody has told us concerning the lawsuits, especially the lawsuit of with the lawsuit in
Look at my
pertaining
sis
to, I
running
see
from
she's
bees.
running for the, y'all might got on some colognes and stuff like that,
We
or you've
took
been
a
eating.
bath and something they
I
love.
got this. I got this.
We over here fighting bees, Sister Audrey. But we listening. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you something that a farmer friend told us when we get ready to go to the farm down in Georgia every year.
Yeah,
He sends
I
out.
want to go there. That's what sis. That's what I've been talking about. We want to go to that farm in Atlanta with them in Georgia. Come on, talk about it, Sister Audrey.
I'm listening, but I'm watching.
So when we get ready to go to the farm, he always remind us
Audrey.
stop drinking pops and sugary drinks. Cut back on the sugar intake that you do about a week before you come because the mosquitoes will come to you if you done had a whole lot in your system.
Oh,
And
okay.
Yeah.
Put that over
if
there, baby.
you outside and you done been eating or drinking certain things, The bees and stuff gonna come to you.
You need that smoke. You need
It's
that.
gonna draw 'em. It's gonna
Yeah.
draw 'em close to you. Yeah, but yeah, no, I just think that the candidates should be heard out before a decision is made, and you make your own honest decision based on what it is that you whichever way it is that you decide. Well, who fits what you like. Don't do it because of a popularity, and don't do it because of certain people you know. Do it because you feel like it's the right thing for you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sister Audrey, I want to talk to you because we all know what's coming up. Our favorite councilman, Eric Mays,
Hmm.
he was put on punishment, time out, and now he's back. So, how you feel about that?
Mm.
Don't be.
I know it's BS. We done done this so many times. You get because it ain't nothing else to say. That is BS. You already know. Now you already look. This is definitely a sign of the times and what we're living in right now. Um, we're not going to be able to get the proper justice that we need. You're just not. How you how can you expect to get the proper justice when you're living in an unjust society and you won't stand up and take care of what you're supposed to take care of for yourself? So we all think that we're taking care of what we're supposed to take care of for ourselves. No, we're not. If we was, we would be free. We don't realize how much we're oppressed by what we are in. We have the ability, full ability to make the change. You know why a lot of the change won't happen? Because people won't listen to the change that needs to be made. So we can talk about it all day long, but if we ain't gonna do nothing about it, it's gonna stay the same. And that's basically why we're right where we're at now. You know, you got to remember, and if I can, I want to indulge, in, especially on our religious people. Y'all know y'all already know what time we living in. If we living in the end, how you expect us to be saved? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You better start doing what you got to do to prepare yourself. That's just it, plain and simple. You got to start preparing yourself. You never saw any prophet or anybody go to the government to ask them for justice. They only went to God to get justice. But we keep going to the government thinking the government gonna do what they supposed to, when in actuality they just living out the scripture. They living out prophecy. They're not going to get to us. It's gonna come a time, and we done been promised this, that Pharaoh gonna say they gonna say, we saying, Pharaoh, now let our people go, give us justice, let us go. It's gonna be at a point in time when Pharaoh gonna say, oh, hold on, wait a minute, I gotta hold on to the chosen people of God, because guess why? Because if he let us go, he know that's his instant destruction. That's it. Because then we get saved, they save in grace, because we won't stand up and do it. We're gonna come a time when God gonna get tired of us not standing up too. I'm just gonna say it. So I know Gina got lost. Is she back, Nikki?
No, she went off, but I'm back. I'm just holding on till she come back in. I don't know her phone. She had froze up.
Okay. Okay, so we know Mickey what time we living in. I would say to you all to get your life right and get your affairs in order. What do a doctor tell you when they tell you terminal? They tell you get your affairs in order. I ain't
Right.
saying that we're individually gonna die. I ain't saying that we're gonna die ourselves, but we already know the system and society that we live in is terminal. So you all need to get your affairs in order. Get
Right.
yourself back right with God. That's it. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, we can see every system is failing. We think Flint is so unique. The only uniqueness that Flint has is that Flint people are resilient and stood up against what's going on with the water in a different, unique way. It's many municipalities is poisoned, worse than us,
Mm.
worse, much worse than us. There's many school systems that's failing worse than ours is, much worse. We already know that. Just go around, broaden your horizon, check other school systems, check other cities out. We think our city council is so dysfunctional and say we the last stock of the country. No, you ain't. There's city councils that's way worse than ours. You got city council people that's shooting and killing each other, setting people up to get killed. and stuff like that. So stop. Like we done had that in our day, but stop. Stop thinking that Flint is so unique. It's not. It's the world is having problems. The
Wow.
world, the whole entire earth is having problems. So stop thinking Flint is the only one that's having problems. It ain't about Flint. It's about the whole 196,940,000 square miles. Let me say it again. 196,940,000 square miles is the entire earth. It's about that whole demographic. Everybody all over the world is suffering right now because they won't do what's right. And I'm not saying I'm walking on water, and I ain't saying I'm doing what's right. I'm trying to work to get myself in order. And I got to work to get me a little harder, to get me a little bit more in order. So I'm saying that because we have to take our time to just think. Whatever your religious background is, whatever it is there. I mean, turn to God. There's only one God. We all have our own pathways and our own ideologies on how to get to God. You know, if you're trying to go from the north side to downtown, there's a lot of different roads you can take to get there. You don't all have to take the same road.
You got a
But
point there.
what you do have to do is when you get downtown, if you go into the same place, you all got to go in the same door. That's it. If you're trying to get into the into city hall, it might be other side doors that you might can go through depending on who you are. But it's that main door. If they say come through that main door, it's only one main door. No matter what direction you coming from to get to city hall, it's only one way in. So remember that. Remember that. So take your time and learn what you're supposed to learn and everything. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Get yourself in order. We talked about the disaster preparedness classes. You all seen how some of those cities got flooded out from the hurricane. It was horrible, and then tornadoes went through in places and tore up. You know, are you already prepared insurance wise? Are you mentally prepared for loss? You know, wow, Lake Salam, Sister Benita. Yeah, so you all got to make sure that you do. Um, yes, I can't wait till you get back with us too, Winters. I could actually see I have on a glasses. Thank you, Sister Akio. Asaya. Akio. As I pronounce it, did I pronounce it right? Asaya. I know somebody who pronounces it Asaya, Asia. They pronounce it a little different way.
Yeah, that's
But
your tire.
yes.
That's your tire, mama. Not to cut you off.
Oh, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You know what? I did hear y'all say that before. Okay. Wow. She probably knows some of my family too then. She back in the day with them. I don't know if she went to Northwestern, but she was out there. Okay, I did pronounce it correct. Thank you. Yes. All right, mama. All right, mama Akil. Hey. All right, we know who she is now. But yeah, but we just gotta make sure we preparing ourselves and prepare our homes. Wow, Lake Salam, sister. We gotta prepare our homes and prepare ourselves mentally. I want to ask a couple of questions. Do you all know how to turn off the gas in your house if you had to, if we had a bad storm, or do you know how to turn off the water? The main valve in your house for the water to turn it off to make sure that your house is safe. Say, for instance, if it was a tornado that hit, to keep your house from flooding out, to keep your house, the gas from leaking in your home. Do you know how to turn those things off? If you don't, find somebody by next week. I'm gonna give you a couple of more tips too. But find somebody by next week and to teach you how to turn off the gas supply to your home and how to turn off the water. And the other thing is if you don't have um your water heater, we like to call it a hot water tank. But if you don't have your water heater, how to if you don't have that attached to the wall, like anchored to the wall, and you can find a way to get it done, please do that too, because if you had this tornado or storm, it would make it safer so it don't fall over, break. Um, you're talking about a flame is underneath that with gas supply to the water tank because that's the way that the water is kept warm. I don't know if they make them electric, but I know most of us got to light that pilot to keep it going. So make sure that you do those kind of things and take that at least heed to that. And I'll get some more tips next week because we got to definitely start to preparing ourselves. We got to take care of ourselves. We got to make sure that we educate our own communities because a lot of stuff is not happening. And I did hit a link, put a link up the other day. A friend of mine that lives in Cincinnati, he was doing the disaster preparedness stuff. He do a lot of that stuff through American Red Cross. He loves doing it. It's like he's a guru. He loves doing it. Brother Leroy loves doing it. And and I try to, whenever I see that he's having a class or something, I'm going to make sure I repost it on my Facebook page because I want to make sure that we have access to those kind of things. So welcome back, Gina.
Yeah, I'm glad, Sister Audrey, you said that. But
She back on again, I guess. Something with her internet.
Got to be. I don't know.
It's gotta be with her internet. With mine, when I was coming in, I wasn't at home. Once I came in, I was good. I'm good to go. And look, I'll plant myself and sit myself still. Yeah, my background change don't change. I see it. It's the same
There
thing.
she
I'm
go.
having issues because I'm moving around my backyard and am I
That's what we
there?
just did.
Y'all see
We
me?
we,
Okay.
we just talked about you. I said when I get in here, I sit down. I said, y'all see my background ain't changing. Gina moving around.
Yeah, I'm moving around my backyard trying to do
So
too
y'all,
much.
dinner's at Gina's house this weekend. Just let y'all know. I'm just joking. I'm just
Rad,
joking. I'm joking.
rad. I,
I'm
I
joking.
I I got the space, but I ain't got the money. So look. You gotta
We
come. It's gonna be
we
bring your
said
own
cookout,
food.
huh? Say BYOF, huh?
Yeah, all that. I got the space. I just ain't got the money. So
I know. Mhm.
my other question I want to talk about because we talked about, it was Northern Tailgate, and I heard
Mhm.
something, and maybe Harletta can chime in if she listening. But Harletta told me something. She was like, the reason it wasn't no Northwestern tailgate because they wanted like 20,000. What the hell's going on in Flint? Can
So did
somebody
North?
tap in? Cause I want to show some love. Cause it ain't just about Central Northern. It's about all of us. We've
So let
been
me ask
throwing these
you.
tailgates for years. What the fuck? Who the fuck is running Northwestern now that want to charge? And we all know Northwestern did have the biggest tailgate. We ain't gonna lie with the drone footage. Gordon Stroger gonna fight with me, but why the fuck they want 20,000 for Southwestern or Northwestern to hold their tailgate? Somebody chime in, please.
Southwestern ain't got that. Well, put it like this: Did they charge Northern 20,000? Did they charge Central 20,000?
Nah, I'm a Central alumni. They didn't charge us that. We charged $5 to get in, just like they did for Northern. Central did it, it wasn't no problem. I'ma just say it. Central had a lovely tailgate. I was there. It was lovely. It might not have been the 5, 10,000 people, but it was lovely. We had maybe 1,000, 2,000, but it was lovely. Wasn't no problems. Everybody paid their little $5 to get in. And I think it should be that. You should pay $5 to get in. I ain't tripping because it
It's
takes a lot.
administration fee.
It takes a
Are they
lot.
trying to Northwestern gonna? Because Northwestern, I know had that. I think a couple years ago they did have a few issues there. Is that why they basing it on that?
Maybe so, because
But
they
Northern had problems too.
they said they had to get bonded and all of this police patrol. Oh man, it's crazy. But I don't think people should have a problem with paying $5, $10 a car
So what
to
you
get
think was the
in.
problem?
I just want some people to cause I'm an Eagle. I'm an Indian. I'm not a Northern Viking. I ain't from
Which
India.
one did you graduate from? You graduated from South from Academy.
I graduated from, well, Sister Audrey, me and
But
you we went to the original Flint Academy. We Eagles.
but
But
you graduated. When you. Though there was a
I graduated from Flint Central.
Oh, okay.
So I just want some people to chime in and we kind of get together on this because me and Sister Audrey, we already talked about Flint Academy about to have this hell of a goddamn reunion next year in Vegas. Hey, I'ma send a shout out, Sister Audrey. Who on putting it together?
Sherry Bird.
Yes.
She's class of '84.
Yes. Y'all were way
Hmm.
before me. I'm class of 92. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause you was there when they did the transition to Southwestern, right?
yes, I was there when the transition. It was me and my bestie. Everybody know my homegirl, my bestie, my true friend Tui. She passed away last year. Shout out to her. I love her. Cancer took her out.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt me to my core. You know, it still make me. It's in my stomach. I want to cry, but yeah. But
Yeah,
they have a big class reunion going on. It's gonna be in Vegas. Uh,
yeah.
mansions. Sister Audrey, you saw it. I'm gonna let you speak on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. That's all I saw was the mansion. I forgot how many days they talking about, but going out there to Vegas, I'm looking forward to going next year. Me and Gina talking about going. I actually got somebody else who ready to go with us too. Elandria said she's thinking about going with us,
That's what's up.
so I think it's gonna be in. Is it the first part of August?
August of 2024.
Yep. So we're gonna be ready, and we're gonna be ready to
So
go out there.
everybody should let's put it out there. Everybody go on the Flynn Academy. Flynn Academy has a page
Yep.
on Facebook that we all can go on and check on it. Shout out to Sherry Bird, like you said, and there's some other folks putting it out
Mhm.
there. But
Mhm.
we gonna support that, and that's some grown folk shit. You know what I'm saying? We done met in the parking lots of our schools, and that's cool. But let's do some grown folk shit. We about to be on the motherfucking uh eating what my daughter say, we about to eating caviar and shrimp and crab and on the beach, and we grown now. We 56 years old. Let's start doing some cruises. Let's do
Mhm. Mhm.
some grown folk stuff that everybody want to be a part of.
Right. I'll talk about that.
But before I let this, because we getting down to the nitty gritty, we only got about 10, 15 minutes left on this podcast. Let's talk
Mhm.
about what's really going on, Sister Audrey. We talked about
Okay.
Eric coming back.
Mhm.
So let's talk about ATM Media moving,
We need your
partnering
support.
up, growing up,
We need your
pushing
support.
up, whatever you want to call it, moving up, whatever. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it a little bit. And we're gonna
Well,
send a shout out. Shout out Winters. I hope you get well.
yep. We want. We need your support. I think, Nikki, do you have the where they can support at written up
Come
on the
on,
screen?
Mickey. Put it on there where people can.
Cash App, GoFundMe, donate. Please donate to help with equipment. Looking for a location. We got to just meet some ideas that we got already for a location. Hopefully next week we'll have it an in-person place to meet. We talked about that a little bit,
Well,
but
I
yes,
want to
we want.
send a shout out. I want to send a shout out because I told Mickey this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my homeboy Janard Jake.
Lakes,
Y'all know Pastor Janard.
yeah, Denard Lakes, yes,
Yeah, he got a spot over there on Flushing Road. Everybody know about the Brown Building. Um,
yeah, Tony. I seen that, Tony. I read that. You
yeah,
right.
yeah. Across from the barber college. Next door to the Sunoco gas station. Everybody know about that on Flushing. Let's show Janara some love, and maybe Mickey can move in there. And if not, like I said, shit. I got a backyard. I got a basement. But I want to send those blessings to Jannard because Jannard, man, I know Jannard from the gutter
Yeah.
gutter. We got a story. We got a testimony. Jannard come from another place, but we are there now. But I just want to show that love. Jannard got a space that I think would be awesome for the 18 media group.
So it's just a matter of reaching out to him and seeing if it's available.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I want to send a shout out because this weekend at that Northern tailgate, okay, it was more than Northern people there. Let's talk about that. We got to talk about what happened in Flint Town this weekend. We can't let this broadcast go without talking about what really, really happened this weekend.
Mhm. What happened?
We saw generations get together. It was no fights. It was no animosity. Everybody got along together. You know, they say, "Oh, y'all Flint people, y'all can't even get along." Nah, it wasn't none of that. I got pictures. I want to send a shout out to the Scott family. Mother Scott was out there. I think she's 80, 81. Mama Scott was out there hanging with us at the Northern Tailgate. She got all her generations of kids been through there. Boom, 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 60, 50. I ain't gonna call them all out by their age, but yeah, so shout out to Mark Tower. He flew in all the way from Cali. Mark Tower,
Mhm.
where you at? Where you at? So I just wanna say Flint can get together and we ain't all ghetto and ignorant and stupid like they try to pin us. We can get together, we can have fun. Shout out to my boy Reddy Smiley, Daryl Campbell, Victor Terrell. Victor Terrell came in from Texas. It was a lot of folks came in, show love, and we all get together. Oh, shout out to my homegirl, Shamanica. Went to her wedding. I didn't make it to the white party at Signature because I got a little twisted and went to my homegirl's wedding reception. Shamanica, love her. But Flint can get together. We can do things.
Mhm.
And we have the resources to pull together to make things happen. We don't need
Mhm.
we don't need the bullshit that don't want to support this person or that person because of this reason or that reason. For what we trying to do. I don't care who you sleep with at night or who you go home with at the end of the day. Let's all just get together and make this shit happen. How you feel about that, Sister Audrey? I know we only got like 7, 8 minutes left.
Mhm. I want to just say I won't say his name, but I just want to keep my coworker in your prayers. You know, we do a lot of adult bullying, um, and I don't like it. You know, we all have at some point in time or another have had been victim of some vicious rumor, and it's just that it's a rumor. It's not true, not backed up by any substantial evidence, nothing. And it's horrible for grown ups to tell children to behave, yet they do the same thing. I just don't like it. And I say that because, you know, you never know what the person sitting next to you is going through. My coworker unfortunately committed suicide on Monday evening after going home from family problems.
Damn, damn.
Um, and I don't
Let's
want to
speak a
go
little.
into.
No, sis, don't stop
No,
Hold
on
on,
that.
hold on,
let me.
family. Y'all got
Uh-huh.
2 minutes. Y'all got 2 minutes. I'm just telling
Oh
you, 2 minutes.
man,
Go
because
ahead.
that's deep. Okay.
My shout out is to them, and we'll talk about that again with suicide prevention and knowing some warning signs. We got to get somebody on here help us out with that. And that's what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna let Gina close us out because I'm gonna say y'all have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. It's a holiday weekend. People out there not thinking like they supposed to. Driving inebriated, not doing what they supposed to. Stay safe. Stay home. Stay off the street if you can.
And I want
Be
to send
safe.
a shout out to my stepdaughter. I've been
Mhm.
going through something. We just buried her, and this is her obituary. Forever 28. For y'all young girls out there, don't try to adapt your body and get no BBLs and whatever the fuck they call it, but just live your life. Cause my baby gone.
Yep, a
Gone.
lot of people get their life to that. Not
Gone.
safe. My prayer to you all. It's not safe. Let God do His work.
That part. I love you, sister.